Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is 1973's Mego SpiderMan in 4 minutes or less. Mego SpiderMan stands 8 inches tall and features a spectacular range of movement thanks to his ball-and-socket shoulders, knees, and waist, a rotating neck, rotating and pivoting wrists, and pivoting ankles. That said, the combination of the internal elastic band that connects the limbs to the torso and the cloth suit limit the ability of the figure to hold a pose without hand support. You also risk damaging the cloth suit if you move him around too much or keep his limbs bent for too long. While he does possess all these signature elements of the classic Spider-Man look, make no mistake about it, there's some very strange aesthetic things going on with this figure. Things that get overlooked through the rose-colored haze of nostalgia. Standard Mego procedure is for a character to start with a highly articulated, although simply engineered base body. From there, a rubber head and cloth costume are added, and if necessary, 1 or 2 small plastic accessories. This formula works best for characters that don't wear a mask and either don't wear gloves or have suits that don't cover their hands.
And he's found it. A rubber glove sandwich.
For Spider-Man in particular, there is something jarring about the cloth suit ending at the neck and the masked head being made out of rubber. They didn't even paint the web lines on the mask, and the result of the mixed materials and differences in detail is a mask and a suit that don't look like they were cut from the same fabric. It looks less like a guy wearing a Spider-Man costume and more like an alien with a Spider-Man-shaped head wearing Spider-Man pajamas. That strangeness is further amplified by the sleeves of the cloth suit ending at the wrists and the gloves being represented by normal hands that are molded in red instead of flesh-colored plastic. The bulky fit of the spider suit draws attention to the delicate, ungloved hands, which undermines the superheroic nature of the character. This Spider-Man has very soft, compassionate hands. That said, I love this figure. There's a goofiness that permeates the entire run of Mego figures. No, goofiness is too negative. Mego figures look like little kids playing dress-up, and that is an endearing quality because you can't take them too seriously. They look like fun because they look like kids having fun. Spider-Man doesn't have a huge physique with sculpted muscles that show through his spandex suit. He's built more like someone playing Spider-Man dress-up. Like he's about to build a couch fort to take cover because the floor is made of lava. He's so wonderfully unpretentious, he's practically smiling through those unpainted web lines. There are so many elements of the figure itself, intrinsic to the figure as an object, that are so not comic accurate that it takes on a uniquely non-comic book Spider-Man voice and personality. The voice that comes out of this Spider-Man figure doesn't come out of any other Spider-Man figure in your collection. He looks absolutely ridiculous, but he's got the confidence to carry it. He's the king and he knows it. Even if he is forced to suffer the indignity of having his spider suit removed as he so often did when I was a kid, he knows he'll never be unmasked or revealed as anything other than what he is. Not Spider-Man. Mego Spider-Man. Oh, the web lines on my boots are going in the wrong direction? So what? You can see my naked skin through the hospital gown-like gap in the back of my suit? Who cares? I don't come packed with an accessory? That's your problem. I don't need any. I'm the king. I'm Mego Spider-Man. If you're a Spider-Man collector, you really should have this figure already. If you're a collector who's only going to buy one Mego figure in your life, this is the one to get. Mego Spider-Man ruled the toy aisle for 9 years, from 1973 to 1982. He is the only character to have been featured in every World's Greatest Superhero line Mego produced. And he's the only figure released by Palitoy in Japan. Not Superman, not the Hulk, not Captain Kirk, not the Fonz, and not the Dukes of Hazzard. Mego Spider-Man is a must-have, so buy him if you see him, and if you see 2, you're only going to need 1, so leave the other one for the next collector.